Welcome to PC Woods Kids Tech Talk. Today I wanted to show you the Cooler Master Scout. Look at this interesting mid-tower case. It's a hardcore gamer's case with a stealth look and feel to it. It's completely black inside and out, so it's fully painted black all over the place. And it comes with red LEDs. Okay, so that's the theme on this one, black on red. Okay, so keep that in mind. And here at the top it's got a cool, strong handle, so you can carry this around to your LAN parties, for example. And a nice tinted window on the side. So that's pretty cool. And let's take a look here at the front again. If you look at the front bezel, which is made out of plastic, of course, it snaps out. And first thing I'm going to tell you is it comes with dust filters. Okay, these are removable dust filters. A lot of people always ask me if it comes with it, and it does in this case. So Cooler Master did a good job here on including that, because you want to keep all your components nice and clean and the airflow going through nicely. So that's pretty nice. And of course, it's got lots of bays, right? We're talking about 5 5.25 bays and 3.5 inch bays. Well, we got plenty for that. 5 also for hard drives. So I've opened up the top part here. So there's these metal pieces on the inside that you have to take out in order to slide in your optical drives. Okay, so I've already taken one of them out, so I can show you installing one of those in a second. Okay, but there's good airflow going through here because you can see the grills, right? So there's good airflow coming in, and you can see there's the LED fan. Here's the side of the case, right? So it's got that automotive tinting type of look and feel. It's a dark tint, but you can see through the case, and also install 2 optional fans if you want it on the side there. And taking this out of the case is actually straightforward, right? It has 2 thumb screws. You just take out the thumb screws, and out comes the side panel, right? Nothing fancy. Toolless design, and that's what I like about these types of cases, right? You don't need any screwdrivers or anything like that. So take this out, and there's the template on the motherboard tray, and you can see the airflow here. Air's coming in from the front and the side panel and going out the back and the top, because there's a fan at the top as well, right? And here's the grill, by the way, on the side panel that I was talking about, so that tinted look there. And you can install 2 fans or 1 fan. In my case, I'm going to install only 1 fan because the top part is actually occupied by a huge cooler. The CPU cooler sticks out so much that I can't install another fan there at the top, but I can install it at the bottom. Here's the hard drive rack, and you can see here on the side where the motherboard is, there's a paper template there that comes off. Of course, everything is black on the inside, not white. And you can see here also the PSU goes on top of a dust filter intake there, and you've got 7 expansion slots plus 1 special one for some peripheral cables and stuff. Exit, again, the exhaust air through that red LED, and there's another fan at the top, which is not a red LED fan. But check out that huge hole for the CPU cooler, so you can easily replace and put in new ones. That's pretty nice, because I'm going to need help with that one when I go ahead and install the cooler that you're going to see at the end of this video. So going through the rest of this, I took out the template, right, because we don't need that piece of paper anymore to install the motherboard. And showing you the rest of the case here, where you install the hard drives. Well, that's pretty straightforward. We've seen this before in other cases from Cooler Master. They've got this railing system here that you just snap in the sides on these rubberized rails. So they're anti-vibration rails, and you just, align the holes there on the side, and then just slide it into the rack, right? So it's just a rack system. You just snap it in place, and you're done. And the cables connect on the other side, right? So that's why there's a big opening there on the other. So I like that. All right, optical drive again. At the front, slide in your DVD drive, for example, into place, align the holes, and then lock and load. So it's got this type of mechanism here that is new. It's different than the other ones that I've seen. It's kind of like a trigger, kind of like a lock and load. Yeah, actually, just slide it back and snap it down, actually. So it reminds me of the trigger of a gun, I guess. And that's it. Once it's in there and aligned and snapped into place, you just put back the bezel, and it's nice and flush, and there it is, all black, right? Okay, so that's that part, and now the top part here. We're looking at the input ports. So you've got 4 USBs right underneath where the logo is. You've got your mic and your headphone, your eSATA, your power button, and your tiny reset button there, and also this nice little integrated fan LED controller, right? So you can turn on and off the fans LEDs only, not the fans themselves, but the LEDs. Switching the case on the side here, on the other side, you can see that there's cable management happening, lots of holes, twist ties that you can set up on the back of the motherboard tray. So I was able to neatly tuck away cables for the PSU that I'm using, which is not modular in this case. So that's pretty good, right? So if you have a modular PSU, that's great, but I'm not using one in this specific case. In the case, you're going to get the rails, you're going to get the screws, you're going to get the manual, you're going to get everything that you need to install it. If you have a 3.5 inch drive, you've got the bracket for that, and also a converter. So if you have an SSD drive, for example, a 2.5 inch drive, well, it comes with the conversion kit, so you can install it in a 3.5 inch bay. So that's pretty good, right? So not just the manuals, but also everything else that you need, including the screws, the standoffs, the PC speaker, the twist ties. All of that is included in the package, right? So that it's self-contained, so that if you lose a thumb screw, for example, well, you've got extras in here, right? So everything is there to go. Very complete system. Now let's take a look at it full of stuff, right? Because enough showing it to you empty, let's fill it up, right? That's what you really want to see. How much can it take? Alright, so we're looking at here at my drive that I installed, and you can see that I can install a couple more drives in there easily. But I've got some cables, I've got a nice 1000 watt PSU going in, which is not modular, and I've got also in Crossfire 2 HD 4890s. Okay, so 2 HD 4890s, and look at that huge opening here, and you can see the fan that I installed. And you can install whatever fan you want, but I only installed one. Why? Because of this thing here at the top. Let's take a look at that thing, because it's huge. It's fitting, but that fan there that I installed is only at the bottom. I could have installed two if I used a different cooler, but in this case, we're getting close, we're getting close. What is that cooler that I'm using? Can you guess? Well, right on top of these Crossfires 4890s, I've got the V10 from Cooler Master. That's right. Cooler Master has also provided us for review the V10 CPU cooler. So I'm going to review that next in my videos coming up. This was a little bit tough to install in this mid-tower case. It wasn't necessarily something meant to be installed in a mid-tower case, but it's doable, and I did it, right? So it shows you that this Scout case can take basically anything you throw at it, and it fits, right? So I'll review this later in my next video, but there's that cool looking monster CPU cooler, the V10. Here's all the cooling happening, and this is a pretty decent case, I must say. It can pack and take it all, and it's got lots of airflow going on still, as you can see, right? So it's very clean, and I definitely recommend it. It's a great mid-tower case, hardcore, great handle, great looks, and it's got it all. So I'd like to thank Cooler Master for providing this, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.